So you have some time and you have some free floor space, eh? Well, let me tell you about this 60 card spread. This spread is from the blog boojawitchcraft.com. I did it last year, skipped out on doing it this year, and then I missed having it this year, so I'm going to do it again for next year. And I'm going to record it because why not? If you're not a year ahead spread person, totally cool. You don't have to feel bad about not doing one or doing one. At the end of the day, this is all for fun. So don't feel bad if you do this, but then you end up forgetting about it or not following through on it or whatever. Like I said, it's all for fun. I just feel like doing this year ahead spread now because I'm in the mood, I have time, I have the space, I'm going to do it. And whatever I do with this information in the future, that's for future me to decide. I used 9 decks for my year ahead spread, but on boojawitchcraft.com, they have instructions for if you're just using 2 or even 1 deck. So definitely, again, check out their website. That's where I got this information. Okay, on to the spread. I will explain what I can, but definitely go see Yaritza's post on boojawitchcraft.com to see the whole walkthrough and notes. Before you get started, make sure you have a nice big surface area to spread your cards out on, like your coffee table, your bed, or even the floor. Shuffle all your decks thoroughly, envisioning your year ahead and trusting that the right cards will come up to guide you on your way. We'll start with the grounding or guiding message and the card of the year. For the card of the year, take a deck and draw only majors. I'll list all the decks I use in the description box below. Draw 1 major arcana card. This is your card for the year. Now, using another deck, pull out 3 cards, laying them out like a triangle under your card of the year. This is your grounding or guiding message for the year and ties in with your card of the year. Next, draw 1 card for each season. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere like me, we start with winter at the top, then go clockwise. Spring, summer, then fall. These cards represent the energies of the seasons overall. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, start with summer at the top as your first card. Next, we have cards for transitioning between seasons. Pull 4 more cards, placing them between the seasons. These cards will guide you through the seasons changing. Now for the months. Draw 1 card for each month, laying them around the circle like this. These cards represent the theme of each month. I laid mine out like a clock, with January in the 1 o'clock position, though Yaritza's post started with January right on top of winter. Their way makes more sense with how the season and transition cards are laid out, but oh well. Anyway, I know the cards are getting out of frame at this point, but I couldn't get my camera any higher, and I'm sure you get the idea of how it's supposed to look. Now we're going to go around and draw 3 cards for each month. Yaritza's post detailed certain spread positions here, but if you find these spread positions too overwhelming or specific, you can throw out the positions and just read these 3 cards as general clarifiers for the month. First, draw 1 card for the energy for each month. This card shows you what energy to bring or how to act in response to that month's theme. Now, go around a second time and draw another card for the mindset for each month. This card shows you how to think when approaching each month. Lastly, go around a third time and draw another card for the spirit for each month. This card could be how to treat yourself for each month, like self-care for example. Here, Yaritza decided to lay out an extra 2 cards for each month. So I did the same, because why not? I have so many decks, I just want the excuse to use more of them, right? But of course, you can just stick to the single self-care card. And again, with these 3 cards for the month, you could read them as specific spread positions, energy, mindset, and self-care, or you could read them as just 3 general clarifiers for the month. And that's it. That is the whole spread. It's a beautiful flower or a wheel, starting off with the year cards in the center, then seasons at the second layer, and then month cards on the outside. Now, to take notes. If you have any specific events you're expecting in certain seasons or months, like a graduation or your birthday month or any other plans, this is like your forecast to see what that's going to look like. It's up to you whether you want to start interpreting now, but for me, I'm already tired just laying out the spread. Plus, I don't really know what to do with this information so far ahead in advance, when I have no idea what's going to happen that month or season yet. So, at this point, I just took pictures, put them into my Notion, and called it a day. I'll save the interpreting and reflecting for when it actually gets to that time of year, or when I feel ready to think about it again. I'll leave a link to my Notion page in the description if you'd like to check it out for yourself. And here is my whole year ahead spread for 2023. My card of the year is the Empress. Here are the seasons and the transitional season energies. And here are the months and the cards for each month. I hope you give this spread a try. And again, check out the original post on bujowitchcraft.com for the full spread details and notes and alternatives. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful or interesting. Hope you got to follow along. Hope you got some good information. Or if you're like me, you just took pictures, then you just took notes, then you're just going to do the interpretation later. Because again, like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm lazy. That's all for today, and hope to see you in another video. Bye!